So I have a question for you. Did you ever sacrifice your sleep schedule for work? Probably you said yes. And this can be the symptom of toxic hustle mentality. What is it? So, toxic hustle culture is this toxic mentality where you work um, basically every hour of your life. And if you are not working, you feel like a failure. Um, and this can be toxic because you can have depression, you can have low self confidence, and so that can be really toxic. Uh, in my opinion, the roots of the problem is in our educational system. In Poland, we are basically trained to um, be financially stable and to get great education. Um, and with this topic, we need to associate mental health. So I was the kind of kid uh, who were basically working nonstop. And I wasn't feeling great about myself. I was just kind of this untalented kid. And so I wanted to um, work, and then maybe in the future I will accomplish something. So I specifically remember one day I was searching through the internet and I saw this quote: "Let them sleep while you grind. Let them party while you work. The difference will show." And this quote was basically my quote of a life. I was working nonstop. I was uh, basically living like adult. I wasn't. Uh, I I I wasn't playing with my friends. I wasn't, doing the child things. I was working on my um, extra projects and extra work. And I wasn't aware that I was in this toxic mentality because I was lying to myself. I kept uh, lying to myself because I wanted to get better and I wanted to get smarter. But this was not the most healthy way to do this. Um, and you see, the healthy work ethics versus the toxic hustle culture is very different. And the healthy work ethic, you work with breaks. But in this toxic hustle uh, shape of work, you are basically telling yourself that you don't deserve the break or even sleep, which is totally unhealthy. And I want to show you some of the memes that I found on the internet. The first one: "I've got a dream worth more than my sleep." No, you don't. If you are not sleeping enough, you actually can cut your lifespan by 8 years, and that's the fact. And so we should sleep enough, and we shouldn't sacrifice our sleep for work. because that's not healthy. The second meme is 90% grind, 10% sleep. And that's how I lived for a very long time. I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't, taking breaks. I wasn't even um, keeping my eating schedule right. So I was basically the product of this toxic mentality. Another one, turn down your feelings, turn up your hustle. With this mentality, it is vital that you are basically like a robot. You work and you don't complain about it because, you need to work 24/7. And that's really, really toxic. Um, and the worst part of this whole topic is that there's no such thing as end. When you complete your goal, you don't feel proud of yourself, or you don't, you know, feel like you are enough. You basically questioning what's next and what I can do to be better. And sure, it can be beneficial, but in this case, it's not. Uh, so, I'm struggling with this toxic mentality for quite a few years. um, you know, one time my teacher said to me that if I could sacrifice my life for project, I would do that. And let me tell you, it hit me because that's true. So what's the solution? Honestly, I don't know 100%, and I don't know the answer. But I think that we should spread awareness um, on this topic, because many young people can actually follow this toxic mentality and end up being depressed and unhappy. So, in conclusion, you need to find your own way to cope with this. Thank you for listening to my tech talk.